Wow. I am really, really blessed. Oh my goodness. You're so much a gift to me. Wow. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay, let's see. Hi everybody. The lighting's a little weird. The camera is terrible, but let's see. I feel like you were so cute. Yeah, let me send you healing. Mwah, mwah. Oh, so. Stories I need to know, to carve new paths on the way to grow, beyond the limits of the predictable show. Okay. Okay. That's one of my songs. I'm live stream right now. You are? Yeah. Am I in it? Well, your face is in it. Everybody's on there right now. Song is? Huh? What? So I'm just telling you, I enjoy it. But, so you know, I'm not gonna get naked. No, but like, I'm gonna say words and we share it. Brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, looks at them. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
rested upon the ground. Look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Numbers, letters, learn to spell. Nouns in books and show and tell. Playtime we can throw the ball. Back to class through the hall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Walk with me, Susie.
You think I should invite people from Facebook to the live thing?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then that way they'll be actually people.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll do that. It's like, why do I have it so they can see my boxes? It's better. Okay. Great. That works. I love it so much. It's so much. It's so sexy. I can't. Seriously. What? Wow. Oh my God.
I'm gonna serenade you.
Oh, it's like so. What is this life? What? So good. It's like a dream come true over and over again. Just like keeps being more and more.
So many surprises.
Wow. All right, Patreon homies. Like, what's good? Let's see.
I'm watching you.
Hmm.
I'm watching you.
I like to be watched. Okay. I would like people to come and like ask me questions and stuff. But the internet is just being a silly goose.
I can sit in.
Yeah,
Ask me questions.
you totally can.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a download thing that I wanted to talk about on here. So maybe I'll share it to Instagram right now and then, yeah, because then I have my call. But this is just a first. But you'll see at
This is your first try.
at 3:00. That's when it pops off on TikTok,
Oh,
and you're
nice.
gonna hear me on fire.
I love that.
Would you like, what are you thinking for tonight? Are you want to like stay in or?
So I think the thing tonight is probably Juana's birthday party.
Oh, okay.
That would be the thing to go to,
Okay.
and I think it could be fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I know him, but
I kind of just want you also,
well, you have me. You have me.
and I think it'd be fun to go to that.
Yeah,
Would you like to?
I would like to go there.
I almost posted in the Austin fam when I saw your message.
Oh.
I'm taking you to this.
Oh, why didn't you? You're not ready yet.
I mean, I think
Because that would turn me on so fucking much.
I have thought of mine.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do it.
Ugh. Yeah. I wonder if I have any viewers right now. This is what it's like. This is what it can be like. It's pretty great.
All right, I'm good. I'm doing it.
Oh my God, that is the sexiest thing. You're going to make so many women drool right now. Not just me. I'm telling you. So hot. Fuck off. So good. I know. I'm telling you what, Shiva. I am blessed. I swear. And then that school, man, the frequency, because of where I'm feeling in my frequency, like everything is amazing. it's just so good. Fox is just happy and frolicking with the best girlfriend, and then the kids are. I was doing, this is great. So I was like manning one of the things, and I was just talking with the kids, and then Fox comes up. He's like, I like how you're talking with everybody. Because then the other, it's just not normal behavior. It's just not. It's just, yeah. And so that was just super fun and cute for him to recognize that. Yep. And then the school, his teacher is just like, amazing. Mary Poppins. She's so great. Miss Donnelly. They're like, they're the Donnelly Dolphins, and they were making dolphin noises when they were walking. So fucking cute. Like, what is, yeah. Oh man, it's just like you can feel the resonance, the frequency. It's so beautiful. What's happening right now? Yay. Okay. I'm just going to be on here and, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll just do Oh my goodness. Ooh. This is like forever. No one might. This is forever captured. This moment.
It is. Isn't that great?
We can just save it for ourselves.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it's so romantic. Oh goodness. Whew. Wow. Okay. That's okay. I'm working. Oh, I may need you to ask me. Okay, what am I doing? Going to Facebook because Heather messaged me. Let's see. Oh. She said she was having a migraine. We're doing readings together on TikTok later, and so I sent her a little, and she said it made her cry. That's a good thing.
Happy tears.
Yeah, probably like release, So, all right, guys, we're here. We're doing it. Did I post on Instagram ever? Oh my goodness. This is the ADHD attempt to go live streaming for the first time. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. This is the way to do it. Hi, babies. So, look, here we go. I'm live streaming on YouTube, and I'm just doing it here because it probably sounds really weird on YouTube right now. So, it's through my Patreon. You can get the link and join. We're going to do some Q&A and talk about what's going on and whatever your questions are. And one of the things that really is interesting and compelling to me, noticed about my life is, it's getting weird over there, is I feel myself at the center of this like pole, right? That's between this like spiritual life experience and then this like everything we say, the 3D, the matrix, right? And the convergence of the two is astounding to witness. As you continue to elevate and embody more love and do the work and the reflection, and then you go out into the matrix, it's not the same because you're not the same and your reality is mapping to who you are. And when you really allow yourself to be present enough to witness it and notice it and surrender to it. And for me, it took breaking down my belief system more and more and more and more and more. And part of that was like public school, my story. Like I had the pendulum about why it's blah, 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 blah. And there's truth to a lot of that, right? And I've had, and the experiences I've had have matched that truth because that was my belief. And it came to a point where I sort of just surrendered and said, oh yeah, well, this is actually a story. This is a story that maybe has come from my witnessing, and so it's embedded within me. Maybe it was my upbringing, and maybe it's a lot of like what the society says, and like there's two different versions, and it's like this versus that, right? And so when I came into the awareness that this is my story, and sort of began to go on this path of acceptance and forgiveness involving a lot of things, and in relating with others, I noticed the shift of reality around me rising to like meet the new belief system and the new system of acceptance that it's all this like divinely orchestrated instrument. And when I just allow myself to soften, it softens around me. And part of that was dealing with the breast cancer and just like being so fight all the time, and coming to realize that the path to alchemy is to soften. I'm going to have my jug of water. It's got good stuff in it. I did almost like a 2-day fast, and then I broke the fast for good reasons. And so now I don't know what I'm going to do today. I might eat it, I might not. We'll see. So, but with the experience of cancer, the alchemy and the transformation and the shift came most greatly when I softened and I surrendered. And one of the things was going to like having this fight of, am I going to have chemo, or am I going to do this naturally? And what does my body say? My body says, I want to stick this snake venom just like into the tumor, and just like, but kind of knowing that there's like all of this, and it's all this waviness of like what to do, and constantly dropping back into my intuition. But my intuition wasn't to fight. It doesn't mean I won't have chemo, and I'm going to explain why. My intuition wasn't to fight. It's like fight everywhere. So it's not just fighting cancer and hating that they say fighting cancer. I hate it. But it's like also fighting the system, my belief system, fighting the system, the story that I have about chemo, fighting the story I have about this and that, right? And really like kind of noticing, it's like bringing up all of my stuff, because I want to open more spaciousness in my DNA to receive more light code downloads, to like continue to like be inspired. Like, what can we create? How can we move forward? What can we do to elevate this planet we're on? And what's my part of that process? And I know my part of that process is to continue to bear witness of greatness and to live in my truest authentic expression, and also to see humanity, see the light of humanity and the love and the truth. And so it's like all of this kind of twisty, convoluted timeline intermapping stuff, and this experience of having this tumor has really gifted me so much grace. And that's why I call her Grace, because I'm just really seeing the mirror that's being shown to me as I continue to transform and alchemize and see the world in a different way and soften. And really, there's still moments, right? There's still moments that come in that are opportunities for, looking in the shadow in the mirror and growth. But they happen so quickly, right? And so back to the school, just going to the school and seeing my son, who for years has like struggled in any type of school situation, and just like, and it was just like felt always like, oh my God, and I was trying all these alternative schools. And finally I surrendered to this place that was right by where my parents live. And I was like, you know what? I give up. I let go. I just let's try it. Let's go. And I felt this like the first time I went and I checked it out, I felt like, oh, it's public school. But then when I went this time, I was just like, oh, this feels it feels different. And so now I'm like volunteering, and I went to volunteer for this fun thing that they did. Oh, and like they're writing beautiful well wishes, and they have kindness week. And I know that sounds like it should always be kindness week, but like the frequency of which they actually embody that at this school is just, you can feel it, and I can feel it, and I feel energy. And so I see him, and he's just like, it's a whole 180 of a different person. And for me, like, I know he's just, it's like the mirror of where we are. And the love in my heart and the softening in my body, allowing him to feel safe to soften. And all my relationships are transforming. And it's just like really, really wonderful and powerful. So I feel like part of my path is to walk the line like in between and go into the 3D and like witness and see. And like, also there's so many of us like who are very expressive and connected. And we're like if you're going to be a light worker, be a light worker. I want to cuss at you, but like, go do it, like sparkle, man, like shine. Like, what is your thing? Like, it's not just, oh, I'm going to ecstatic dance, yo, and I'm gonna shake it, and I'm gonna, that's where I am. That's where I'm my best, or I'm gonna have this cacao ceremony. Ooh, no, like, what are you doing in the real world, right? It's all the real world, but like, we have this judgment of like that reality, but you're embedded in that reality right now. And so what are you doing about it? How are you showing up to put your magic out there in this life experience? It's on you to really allow yourself to, you can change it, because you know the power in our mind. Our words are casting spells, and our beliefs are telling stories, and we're creating it and we're weaving it. And so that maybe some other people don't. So it's I'll say for me, it feels like my responsibility to show up authentically. And I'm not always giggly, but oftentimes it's just like, now hasn't always been. I notice like when I can be better and when I didn't listen, or when I didn't notice that person. But do you want to know how I witness myself in my desire for growth is because of who I surround myself with? And then I see them do something. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That you saw that, you connected, you dropped in, and it just shows me like how I want to show up better and better and better. And I love witnessing that. I love learning how I can grow. And so again, I come back to like, for me, it feels like my responsibility to show up in that, in truth, and like really connecting and vocalizing and expressing, and all the while knowing like it's all a mirror, and like the reality unwinds and unravels around like what's true for you. And that takes a lot of, it takes reflection, it takes connection, and there's so much to it. You guys does anybody, I'm going to just pull a card. What do you think? Who's there with me? Hi. Do you have a question? This is so yummy. All right. So we've got I just pulled a collective card. So what do you guys think about that? It's the base chakra, inner earth, strength, security, laying foundations. I'm just going to feel into that for us. Okay. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're creating the foundation of this new experience, and it's within here. So it says the inner earth, right? It says the inner earth. And so we're thinking like in there, down there, it's down there. It's in here. This is the inner earth. This is where you create from. And the base, the chakra, the base that connects you to that realm within. So as you're creating within yourself, you go inside to your cells, which are it's all the patterns, right? It's all one thing. We're all this one organism. And so when you go into your inner earth and you create and you look and you come to understand more and more deeply, you begin to notice the patterns shifting. One thing that I've come to notice more recently is like when I look at the clouds or I'm looking at the sky, it's feeling a little bit more wavy, if that makes sense. Like it feels, you can feel the veil kind of, it's softening. I just really get like this softening, and it's not like this big whoosh, but if you allow yourself to feel into it and just kind of experience and witness just for a moment, like be in that state of presence, you can feel that softening and that revealing. It's like really a connecting feeling. It's really a sweet, pleasant experience. It's psychedelic. It's beautiful. More salt water. So, okay. The reason I'm doing this live stream is for my Patreon. And I guess I'm going to tell you about that. What do you think? So it's called The Sacred Life. And there's 3 different tiers. 3? I think it's 3. Yeah. 11, 33, and 77. 77 is for us masterminding our self-mastery. It's this co-creation. It's a commitment to yourself. It's a commitment to connect. And like the people that are drawn to it are carrying their own codes and frequencies and are ready to use the voice and to really tune into the body's wisdom and to do something here, to be masters of themselves, but like of this orchestration that's within here. And it's this deep mentorship, and we're going to do it together. It's a beautiful co-creation. Like, I'll tell you more about it, and you can check out the Patreon to see more about that. And the other 2 tiers involve live readings, energy updates, and channeled messages. So stay tuned, go check it out and see what feels good for you. And we're going to do light language. We're going to do light codes because like we're going to the soul expression. And I really want to connect with you and come to know more deeply who you are, what you're here to create, and like, how can we do this together? What lights you up, and what do you need support with? Like, we're going to support one another. I would like to have you experience other people in my life that are really embodied in the heart, and I want to know you. Like you shine. Like what's your story? And what are you here to share? And we do this, in a beautiful way together and talk about like what's going on, because there's so much story happening right now. It's all about that, right? And there's so much like, and there's a lot of, I'm getting like alchemy and perseverance and again, like the crumbling of what we knew of society, the transformation in that way. Right. And that feels so scary for so many. Like I can feel that. I feel the resistance. I feel like the kind of want to battle, but there's a lot of softening. There's a lot of like coming to understand, like when I think about it, I see when tragedy happens, that's like from this outside thing that we can't blame each other for, like tornadoes coming, and destroying all of us. We don't have the polarity anymore. We're not Republican and liberal and none of that matters. We're coming together to help, to support, to love, because that's all that matters. And that's what I see. That's what I witness. I witness people that are that are doing regenerative farming because they have hope for a bright future, and they're listening, and they're putting their hands in the earth, and they're doing it, and they're saving money. The farmers, like, it's so, like, people are waking up to the truth of, the story that we've been told to, all these, lies and da. And there's no path. Like, there's conspiracy and you go on this, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, all right, shake all that away. Fine. So that's happening. You believe that's happening. You're focusing on it. Look, the revolution is now an evolution. And so we are transforming through our individual evolution. That's how it happens. It's not fighting the thing, it's creating the thing and believing the thing and coming into unity and harmony and co-creating together and surrendering within and coming to accept one another. And so that's what we're talking about in the Sacred Life, among other things. Let's see what time it is. I have to hop on another call. And let's see. It feels like something else. We're going to do some light language? Okay, fine. Do you have any questions, sir? Over there? Hi. Hello. Magical one.
What are you most inspired by these days?
Me? You right now, good grief. Let's see. Creators, like artists, are just, things are happening that are like, so people are really getting creative with like performative events and stuff, like really wanting to make it just like this all-encompassing thing, and that's so cool to me. That's just like really cool to me. And then also right now, one of the most inspiring things is like when I saw Common Ground film and see what people are doing with regenerative agriculture and the geodomes, and like people are really like seeing, like, we know and we have this awareness like that the earth is just gonna burn and grow and burn and grow and die and come back again, and she's gonna be fine. She's done this and we've done this. But like, so to in order to like become part of that alchemy now in a beautiful way, people are doing it. And what is really cool to me is that like we're coming, like there's people doing, like natives doing natural burns, like on purpose, to like, because they know that's how the regeneration happens. And how crazy is that when that's also like within us, when we have transformations, like the death, the rebirth, the death and the rebirth. And so like to do it and with regenerative agriculture, they're knowing that this planet, she knows what she's doing. And like the industrial revolution and the industrial farming, it's not only damaging to the earth, but like it's also damaging to the farmers. Like, and that is, that's something to be aware of, is, when we're talking about where to buy your food and how to buy your food, and whether you're vegan or, it's so funny, like vegan, great, just don't eat fake meat, you know what I mean? And choose your own adventure. But like the regenerative movement is not about like this versus that in that way. It's really about harmonizing and knowing like the soil, the density of the soil, and that we can grow in a way that is less harmful for the entire planet. And it's making more money for the farmers that are doing it. They're paying off this debt. They're not getting sick and poisoned from chemicals, and they're allowing the earth and what's natural to do what it does. And they're planting multiple crops. So if something goes, you're still okay, right? Or there's so much nuance to it, and there's so much so many ways in which they're transforming our lives, the soil, like when they're planting these certain, I don't even know what to call it. Look, this isn't my wheelhouse, you guys, but it's inspiring to me. So something about the plants, they're growing and it's like making more water come down. So it's like, I want to do that here. I want to like, yeah, because here we are in Texas. It's like rocky, blah, blah, blah. But I know that mama knows what to do. She just needs to be loved and cared for and allowed. And there's so many people that are so passionate and they're doing it. And that turns me on, yo. When you're passionate about your creation and this cosmic growth, and when you're in like in the state of hope and connection and love and not this versus that, like when it's just like, oh, what are we making happen? That's so sexy. And let me tell you what, we're like going to jump to another thing. Look, you, first of all, getting into the body and tuning into the self and transforming your own relationship to your sensuality, to how you relate with other humans in a romantic way or in a friendship way, like it doesn't matter. But when you begin to self-reflect, I recommend Nonviolent Communication. I recommend David Hawkins' Letting Go. Those are some like beautiful, like Neville Goddard, Feeling is the Secret is one really great one for manifestation, right? And then it's like for this interrelation, I really love David Hawkins' work. And but when you transform how you receive people, and you really kind of like unweave all of the like the traumas and the fighting stuff, and you unweave the like defenses and the like this, it's putting yourself into a victim role. Look, I'm not talking in all areas, right? I'm talking about the, it's so funny, like wanting to be PC because there's like this state of like, you create your reality and it feels like it's like, shaming or in some way, shape or form. And I want to be clear, but I also don't want to bypass my own self and my own story and my own beliefs either. So I just kind of want to like feel into it. And for me, it's once you wake up to the awareness that you can create your reality, right? Once you come into the knowing, then it's your time, then it's your responsibility, in my belief, to do the inner work for yourself. And like, that may be leaving a situation, that may be like, who knows what it is. But then coming back into harmonizing with your relationships and just like communicating kindly to one another, it's so empowering. And really like a lot that has helped me is, dropping into tantric studies and really learning about, slowing down and listening. And again, it's been a lesson of how to communicate and how to seek to understand. And for me, it took like getting pushed to the edge of discomfort to see that. And that may be where we're all at like different stages, right? And so when we're put into a place of like, oh, like I feel it right now when I'm talking about it, I feel like, ugh. And so when we're like put into those spaces and places that give us that gift of awareness, And when we get to like notice that's what's going on, it's like, oh, okay, this is showing me something. This is showing me something. Then you're like playing with the game. You're like doing it. It's like this cool like weavy orchestration, dance, contact, improv with universe or like your future self or whatever, whoever it is, it's everything, right? And so like you've got the experience in your 3D life of being wavy and playing the game and understanding that it's like lessons and you're like, oh, okay, this is what the thing is. Then you can then begin to go into the quantum with intention and do some good time travel work, forward, back, all around, and connect to other versions of yourself, and then really begin to play with reality and this life experience. And it's so dope. And really like expand your reach. And that's really fun. So I'm just going to do a quick energy thing and then I'm going to go. I love you. I know. Mwah. Okay. Because I want to say hi to someone before I have another call. I'm such a busy lady. Okay. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Hi, Shosa. Osotoi shoai kotana. Hai nana sota. Aulo koto koto sao shao shao shao. Tu 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 tu. Shoo ti si sa. Shoo 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 shoo. Shh. Ah. Shoo. Join my Patreon. It's so fun. Okay. So there was that.
That was fun.
Okay, how do I stop this one? There it says end stream. We'll figure out what to do with that.
I took some pictures of you.